Hey there, little listeners. Have you ever wished you could make your drawings come to life?
Oh, wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah. Well, today we're diving into a story all about a boy named Weston who can do just that.
Wow.
Weston loves to draw,
Yeah.
and his notebook is filled with the coolest, craziest creatures you can imagine.
Really?
He doesn't worry about making his drawings perfect.
Ew, so he
Just
really.
lets his pencil zoom and zip across the page,
Mm-hmm.
making all sorts of squiggly lines and shapes.
That's so cool. Oh,
So, okay, let's imagine Weston on a rainy afternoon.
okay.
He's looking out the window, feeling a bit bored, and his notebook is open in front of him.
Eh.
But then, something magical happens.
Oh.
His pencil starts to move all on its own, like it's being guided by some secret force.
Wow. And as the pencil dances across the page, it creates the most incredible scribble creature named Squiggles. Squiggles is full of energy, bouncing and wiggling with excitement.
Wow, I bet Weston was surprised.
He was absolutely amazed.
Yeah.
And guess what?
What?
Squiggles jumps right off the page and starts talking to Weston.
Mm.
It's like a dream come true. He can't resist creating more amazing scribble friends.
Oh, wow.
There's Flapjack, who has giant flapping wings, and Slinky, who has long, springy legs. Weston's room becomes a playground for these wacky creatures, filled with laughter and the pitter-patter of little scribble feet.
It sounds like so much fun.
Yeah.
But all that bouncing and zipping around must get a little crazy, Ray.
You're exactly right. Weston starts to notice that all this wild energy is making it hard to focus on his drawing.
Oh, no. So what does Weston do?
He picks up his pencil and starts adding more details to his drawings.
Oh.
He gives Flapjack a beautiful set of feathery wings, draws some sturdy feet for Slinky, and even adds a mischievous twinkle to Squiggles' eye.
So by finishing his drawings, Weston is helping his scribble friends find a bit more balance.
That's exactly it. And guess what? As Weston adds more details, the creatures start to calm down. They're not bouncing off the walls anymore. They're calmer and happier, and they start to appreciate all the amazing details Weston has given them.
It sounds like they're becoming even better friends.
They are. They start playing games together, building amazing structures out of paper, and telling each other fantastic stories. So Weston and his new Scribble creature friends are having so much fun.
Yeah.
Now that they've calmed down a bit,
Yeah.
they're having the best time playing games and telling stories.
Oh, that sounds fun.
But, as with all fun things, playtime eventually has to come to an end.
Oh, that makes me a little sad.
Yeah.
What happens when it's time for the scribble creatures to go back to Weston's notebook?
Well, as the sun starts to set and the sky turns all sorts of beautiful colors, Weston starts to feel a little sleepy.
Okay.
And you know what?
What?
His scribble friends start to feel sleepy too.
Oh,
It's like they know it's time to go back to their world of paper and drawings.
that makes sense. It must be tiring playing all day in the real world.
It is.
Yeah.
And so one by one, the scribble creatures start to say goodnight to Weston. Squiggles with his wiggly lines gives Weston a big hug.
Oh.
Flapjack with his feathery wings flaps them gently and gives Weston a little kiss on the cheek.
So sweet.
And Slinky, with his sturdy feet, taps his feet quietly and waves goodbye with his long, springy arms.
That's so sweet. I bet Weston feels a little sad to see them go.
He does, but he also knows that they'll be back for more adventures another day.
So how do the scribble creatures go back into the notebook? Do they just jump right in?
It's even more magical than that.
Right.
As each creature gets ready to go back to the notebook, their bodies start to glow and shimmer.
Oh, wow.
Remember how they were made of squiggly lines and scribbles? Well, those lines start to wiggle and dance, and then they slowly fade away until all that's left is a tiny sparkle on the page.
Wow.
And as each creature fades away, it leaves a little bit of its magic behind in Weston's room.
Oh.
So even though the creatures aren't there anymore, Weston can still feel their energy and remember all the fun they had together.
I bet that makes him feel happy and excited for the next time they can play together. Weston's story is so inspiring. It reminds me that imagination is a superpower. So the next time you open up your notebook or grab your crayons, remember Weston and his scribble friends. Let your imagination soar and don't be afraid to create your own amazing world.
And remember, the most important thing is to have fun and enjoy the journey. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We'll see you next time.